Hello everybody, Ace here and welcome back to my channel. Now, just as a heads up, this video will be unscripted. I did not like the flow of a scripted video for Tor and Speedpaint, so I said screw it and threw away the script. So this Speedpaint is going to be a cover to a story I'm writing called Location Luna: Ruins of a Birthplace. This is actually the first book in a series to Location Luna, because I'm planning to write 2 other books. So I'll talk about the main characters. The main character is Thea Nilo. Nilo translates to Night Breeze, my High Elf rogue. Since High Elves know a cantrip of the wizard spell list, I gave her Ray of Frost. It fit her blue style of clothing and her somewhat icy personality. She does show soft sides, but it's only towards certain people. She uses 2 swords to fight. One of them has a red tie around it to show her sister, honor her sister, Luna, hence what it's named after. And the blue sword is one she made. Now, I don't believe I added them in the speed paint, but they're there. Trust me. I have tons of other drawings with them in. The big bad evil guy is Commander Zeal. He's a proud, arrogant, tall, bronze dragonborn fighter. He uses 1 cursed blade to fight, saying that he doesn't need shields. With his blade, it's enchanted with a curse, where once you attack somebody with it, as the wound sort of evolves and heals, quote-unquote, it will slowly begin to encompass one certain piece of a person. For Thea, she was cut across her eye, so eventually that eye will go purely black, and only a small portion around the eye will have sort of purple cracks around it. It doesn't spread to the whole body, but just that part. And it lets the army of Eidos, who I'll get into in another speed paint, know that they need to die. Yeah, they don't leave survivors. Now we have an important background character, Rook. He's a very tall half-elf monk. He prefers using earth over all other things and uses it as sort of a defensive style. Now we'll get into the main speed paint. Or obviously not the speed paint, the plot of the story. Again, unscripted. So this is set in a homebrew city of Sukon. It was once prosperous for its trade. Mostly of coal and ore is mined in the mountains, but then Eidos' army attacked and wiped the whole city out, and took all the minerals. There was a small group of people that survived, Thea and Rook included. They dubbed themselves the Survivors and made their home the City Hall, which is the center building of the top of the speed paint. Eventually, a party of around 40 men, 10 men each led by 1 commander, raided the town again to wipe the rest of them out. They burst into the city hall, but everybody got out in time except for Rook. He stayed behind to defend it and let everybody escape in time. Sadly, though, he was killed by a simultaneous attack of acid, lightning, and cold breath weapons by 3 of the commanders. As Thea hopped across buildings and escaped to the forest, she went into her trance to recall some of the memories. Eventually, some footsteps startled her from said trance. Surprise, surprise, it was Zeal. Back. He had a small army with them, but disbanded them to specifically find Thea, and apparently Luna, as Luna was also alive. Zeal and Thea dropped down from the tree she was in and battled it out with Zeal. She was knocked down by a point-blank lightning blast from a breath weapon, and eventually knocked to the ground. She got herself up and noticed that Zeal only had a torch to see. She snuffed the torch out, and, what's his name? Zeal was blinded. Or not blinded. Yeah, blinded's the right word. Again, unscripted. Work with me here, guys. Thea knocked him out and ran back to the city hall to sadly find Rook unconscious / dead. / he's not coming back for the rest of the series. However, she did find notes in his hand that Luna wrote specifically for Thea. In my next book, she finds those clues to the city of Sheerhold. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video.